do we change course? Do we come up with new strategies, new policies to respond to changing situations due to climate change? Or is scaling up of what we do can do the job? Now, I don't know whether I should ask the audience to participate in this, or whether I should say what I have to say, and then you will participate later on. Probably, Mr. Chair, I would rather continue saying.
I think so.
Now, I would like to bring in what John Holmes said last week during the global platform. Now, he said that only last year more than 200 million people were directly affected by disasters. He also stated that the world's combined disaster management mechanisms can assist at most 100 million people at any one time. So essentially, just in 1 year, 200 million people are affected by disasters. And the mechanism we have, the structure, the capacities we have, is capable to respond to a maximum of 100 million at a time. And you can imagine already what we have is very much stretched. Now, therefore, it is impossible that we do business as usual. I mean, obviously, we have to do both. We have to concentrate on expanding the capacities we have, especially in areas of what is doing well. But at the same time, we have to look into designing, complementing what we expand with a new humanitarian response or humanitarian structure as well. Now, therefore, we have to do a number of things. One, we have to continue saving lives. And it is very important. We have been doing well, reasonably well. Over the years, we have developed the capacity, and we've been doing well, so much so that although the frequency, intensity of disasters have been increasing, the number of deaths have not been increasing. As a matter of fact, it has been declining. So essentially, what we do is okay as far as saving lives is concerned, and therefore we have to continue doing that. Scale up and do well, because saving lives is extremely important in any case. Now, along with that, then, we have to expand our investment in poverty reduction. Now, although we save lives, now the lives saved are not actually properly supported to continue in a good way, in a comfortable way, or in an acceptable way, if you like. Now, the poverty situation declines as people come out of disaster. We have to be able to continue supporting them. First, recover to the level before disaster, but probably, if possible, help them to go beyond that. Now, if we do that, we contribute to poverty reduction. If we don't do, actually, because the disasters are so repetitive, we simply prolong the agony, meaning people remain poor, there is no resilience, and therefore another disaster comes, they are hugely impacted again. Their situation really has not improved. We have not supported them well. Now, therefore, we have to really concentrate on poverty reduction. While we work, we have to join our collective knowledge, resources, and capacities for scaling up impact and on poverty reduction as well. Now, the humanitarian industry has to do better in terms of pooling its knowledge, its resources, and its capacities together to do more. Now, I would like to remind us of what President Obama said last year when he stated, quote, "Solving climate change problem will require all of us working together." So a new president in America with a new policy, a change of direction. He wants us to work together, all of us. Now, in terms of building livelihood, I said poverty reduction. I mean, that of course is supporting livelihood. Now, I said in terms of saving lives, we've been doing well. But in terms of property, disasters destroy property enormously. Now, the losses, it drives communities even deeper into poverty. Now, the poverty trap is a spiral due to disasters. Now, livelihood, we are not doing well at all on restoring livelihood of the people affected by disaster. Well, also, we don't provide support before disaster. We provide good support during disaster. Now, today we have a good early warning system built up scientifically. Now, in terms of early action, we are very, very backward. Now, we know the disasters are coming. Today, the sciences equip us with all the information that we need to know. We know the disasters are coming, but we don't take appropriate action before disaster. We wait until disasters happen, because in most cases, donors are not responsive even if we wanted to do things before disaster. Now, as a result, we wait until disasters happen. When disasters happen, we support people in saving lives and leave them to their own. And as I said earlier, that doesn't work much, because they will remain in deep poverty. Now, finally, I must emphasize the need for future humanitarian system to be fully aligned to an emerging climate change adaptation framework from the UNFCCC negotiations and agreement at the conference in Copenhagen in December 2009. Now, I would like to emphasize just that the International Red Cross Red Crescent Conference provided a strong foundation for civilian life protection in conflicts when it started. Now, we hope that Copenhagen will provide a strong 21st century foundation for protecting our future generation from the human impact of climate change. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And let's move on to our third panelist, who's sitting on my right-hand side. On my far right-hand side, it is Lesley-Anne Knight. She's the CEO of Caritas Internationalis.
Thank you, Johan. Delighted to be with my fellow panelists, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Also, thank you very much to Bekele, who so well introduced so much of what I would also share and say, and I think it's encouraging at least that our humanitarian organizations on so many things are on singing from the same hymn sheet. However, I would like to start off by saying that there is also disagreement amongst our organizations, and there is disagreement over whether the increasing scale and frequency of climate-related humanitarian emergencies can be scientifically attributed to man-made climate change. But there are a number of points which I also would like to make clear. We are witnessing an increase in climate-related emergencies.